This is the story of the Neverland Boys.
Our journey, our time, our life.
As citizens of nowhere. All it's ever been about is having as much fun as possible and figuring out the rest later. Home is where it all starts and ends. It always felt like it had everything we've ever needed.
Every time we go back there, it just feels like nothing else matters. I think we're the perfect example of just another bunch of mates that just want to make the most of every second.
As hard as it is to leave home, it's always good to get away.
B5. Hey Whitey, we've got to go to B5.
I think the exciting part about this time was we knew we were looking for something new, but we weren't quite sure what it was.
But there were days that didn't quite go away. Flat tires and more flat tires. Days that made us question if it was even the right idea to spend the little money we had to come here. But then, there were days like this, where it just felt like we found where we belong.
The locals are always doing little weird things that you've never really seen before. It's incredible, they're so receptive to having you there and they let you join in with whatever they're doing.
It's pretty interesting when we travel comparing the way kids entertain themselves and comparing that to how we entertained ourselves as kids. But there's always one thing in common. They just want to have as much fun as possible all the time. We met a guy on a mission of his own. He told us about an epic road trip to the south, one that he'd done when he was our age. So we thought we'd give it a try.
Our friend Christian from home liked the sound of it too and thought he'd tag along as well. So we gathered our bare essentials and headed along the coast.
touch, I heard the sound, the smell that came around. Evelyn,
On one of our final days, we scored the dreamiest Arvo. The waves were perfect. The water is glimmering in the late afternoon sun, and it was a perfect way to finish off our trip.
every day the memories dance across the afternoon. Evelyn,
We never really plan too far ahead, but we always know we're not going to stick around in one place for too long.
The more places we go, the more curious we go.
And instead of finding all of the answers, we're getting more questions.
So what's next? I guess you just have to wait and see.